2nd and a couple.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 yards there for number 15.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
12.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Bears defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11 MT, tight.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Williams being motion left.
11 MT.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
11. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Montgomery. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
11.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Lawrence Cager, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. Oh, some strong running. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's Williams throwing on first down. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kevin Byron, check, Temple, check.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
On 2.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
I'm fine, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, 90. 11, 90. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll run with Gibbs. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Stop.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Williams flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Williams, off play action. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet from 21 yards away.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
12. 11 MT, take.
Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On the set.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Off play action. Williams.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, break.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go. Here we
Line
go.
of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
11.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Williams now off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Here we go. Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
Here we go, here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 Thomas.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Williams. Looking to throw on second down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well.
Let's go now.
How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 54 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Williams on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. So left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 12. 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right there.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
11.
Again, it's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11 Mighty.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
York able to send this one through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Williams. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Ready? Ready?
Back to throw. Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Williams. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Still going inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ready?
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Gerald Everett from 13 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space.
And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
New York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
to kick off for the Lions.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.